Hello Cancer and welcome to Faylight Tarot. This is the new layout that I'm using and I would very much like to know how you feel about this one in comparison to the older videos that I did. But from what I've been feeling, I'm really enjoying this myself. So let's start. Now as usual, I have already cleansed and pre-shuffled the cards so that I can take my time over that and I don't have to waste any of yours. As any tarot reader will tell you, there are a lot of you out there, so take what resonates for you and leave behind what doesn't. And if nothing resonates for you, then that's okay. It's just not the reading for you. You can try again next time. But should you like what you've seen here today, then please do by all means hit the like and share and possibly subscribe buttons. Okay, so past, present, and future. In the recent past, we have the Eight of Swords. In the present, we have the Five of Pentacles. And in the future, we have the Eight of Cups. Now let's get on to the subsections in here. So this card is for your feelings and the effects that the past has had on you. This card is for the lessons learned. Strong card to have. This card is for the external factors on the present. This card is what to focus on. This card is for your strengths. And this card is for your hopes and fears. Very, very interesting spread you have there, Cancer. Then we'll get to the bottom of these decks in a due time. Righty-ho, so yes, in the recent past, the Eight of Swords. That feeling of being stuck or bound, maybe you couldn't see a way out of your situation. It brought up these feelings of real disappointment within you. But the Page of Swords suggests that the lessons that you learned was, well, in order for me to get out of this situation, I have to fight. I have to speak my truth. I have to talk and communicate. Tell me about the Eight of Swords for Cancer, please. Oh, that was aggressive. Okay, we have the Page of Wands, we have the Emperor, and we've also got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, interesting. So I feel that part of you, maybe you were really struggling in terms of there was a lack of balance, a lack of control for you, and you had to take control. It was all well and good for you wanting to go and do things. Maybe the thought of you doing something, maybe taking on more responsibility was just a bit too much for you, and it was causing things to go out of balance for you, and you thought, no, I can't do this anymore. I need to make a choice. And perhaps that was one of the reasons why you were feeling bound. Maybe you felt bound or stuck because you had been saying yes to so many things before, without saying no, and it maybe you felt like a bit of a hostage for certain things. Tell me about the Four of Cups for Cancer, please. Four of Cups for Cancer. What messages are there for me there? Thank you. Thank you very much. We've got the King of Swords on its side. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We've also got the Eight of Wands here. So that feeling of you being disappointed or just not really interested in receiving any more things, more stimuli. I feel that that came from you not feeling really understood with the Knight of Swords. Maybe you felt that your words were falling on deaf ears, and the thought of you having to take action and tell people, no, look, I don't want to do this anymore. This is what I want to do instead. That was something that it didn't actually come to that much of a surprise for you. I feel that if anything, you making this decision to actually stand up for yourself, it brought you into that place of understanding who you are and what your value is. I feel that it re-established you in a way. Now here's the interesting thing. The Page of Swords is here for what your lesson was, who is the junior to the King of Swords. So in terms of your own communication, maybe you weren't really entirely used to having this level of communication, and that's why your King of Swords is not fully in the upright. But you knew where to start, and that's the thing. Knowing where to make the start, that's the first step, is always the hardest one, and you did that, Cancer. You regained who you are. A lot of things fell into place for you, and they did so quickly. And you weren't scared about communicating that either. It worked for you. It really did work for you. And I'm so happy about that, because people quickly came to understand that they were not listening to you, that they were taking advantage of you. Why I did that there, sorry. Tell me about the Page of Swords for Gemini, please. Very good. Page of Swords for Gemini. Ah, interesting. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the High Priestess, and we've got the Eight of Swords here. Now this is quite beautiful actually, because in terms of you standing up for yourself and speaking your truth and fighting for yourself, there's this element of you knowing that this is actually leading me to so much personal growth. You're able to really expand on who you are and what you're doing, making it quite clear to people that no, I am available if you need me to help you with something. But I don't want to be bothered with things that aren't necessary, if that makes sense. And you're using your intuition on what is where you are needed. You're able to actually cut through the nonsense and see, okay, no, this person genuinely does need my help, and I will do that, because you are good at providing help, Cancer. There's no doubt about that. But there's maybe a small part of you that still stumbles over saying no to some people. You know, maybe I should be helping everybody. If you do that, Cancer, you're going back to the way that things were. So no, you're doing the right thing. You're definitely doing the right thing. Now in the present, we have the Five of Pentacles. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles here. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Thank you very much. Now, in terms of what's happening with you right now, I feel that there's very much a sense of you kind of, as I say, stumbling over not being able to help everybody, or choosing not to help everybody. Because there's so many people that are coming to you with their sob stories and their, oh no, but I really need your help sort of thing. And there is some element of it really, really worrying you. But here's the interesting thing. You have the World on its side, you've got the Five of Wands, and you've also got the Queen of Wands in reverse here. So this decision that you've made to stand up for yourself, it feels like it's one that you haven't fully committed to because of a sense of obligation. Now, once you do that, this door of the Eight of Swords is going to completely close. But doing that, oh, it sticks with you for some reason. You feel that you're at odds with yourself a little. And maybe people are also bringing nonsense to your door too, saying, well, if you helped wee Jimmy, then how come you're not helping me? Nobody needs an explanation. You just do what you do. And maybe you're at odds with yourself in the whole, well, why am I not helping that person? Why am I not taking action? Because in the upright position, the Queen of Wands is a manifester. She can do anything. And she can provide anything. She's an incredible leader and she's incredibly likable. Are you concerned that people will no longer like you because you're not helping them? Are you concerned that you won't be seen as nurturing anymore because you're making a stand for yourself? Now, is that true, or is that within your mind? Because anxiety is the destroyer of happiness and truth. In terms of your external factors being the Knight of Cups, let's have a look at the Knight of Cups there. Knight of Cups for Cancer. Now we've got the Four of Pentacles on its side, we've got the Page of Swords, and we've also got the Five of Cups here. Okay. Very interesting. I feel that people are recognizing that you're being choosy on where you're spending your resources, your time, you yourself. And there's a couple of people out there that are questioning that. They're wondering why am I not deserving of your time and your help? And I feel that perhaps this is a situation really where I feel that it's almost like you're trying to teach people, or at least make them understand that, listen, instead of moaning about what you don't have, look at the things that you do have. Because it's up to other people to go after the things that they need, not you. If they can do it, if it's within their means to do so, then you not helping is actually encouraging them to work in their own autonomy. And that's always a positive thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I think the issue comes from your heartstrings being tugged. Because people do, they come to you when they need something, and you know that. It's always been that way. What to focus on, the Nine of Swords. Tell me about the Nine of Swords for Cancer, please. Nine of Swords for Cancer. Nine of Swords. What messages? Thank you very much. Is there anything else? No, we're only getting two. Alrighty. Ooh. Six of Cups and the Two of Swords here. Now, what to focus on? This is very much a lesson in you focusing on where your anxieties deserve to be placed. And where does this anxiety come from? Does it come from the past? Is it something that you've learned? Is this habit? Is this learned behavior? Or is this something because you've always done it? You've always worried about other people? Was there a promise somewhere of I'll always take care of you, like a sibling or a parent, maybe children? Do you owe something to somebody? Like, not actually like, do you owe somebody money? I mean, like, do you feel that you have an obligation to take care of somebody or to provide help for something that stems from the past? Regardless, the message is quite clear. You need to be discerning about what takes up your headspace. Because if you don't, then you're not going to know what to do. You're not going to know what path to take because it's overwhelming. In the future, we have the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and that is that talking of walking away. You did your best, walk away, move on to pastures new. You fell out, you're not counted. Tell me about the Eight of Cups, please. Eight of Cups for Cancer. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Oh, we got 4 there. Okay. Gosh, okay, we have the Devil card, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Two of Cups on its side, and we've also got the Queen of Pentacles here. So there's definitely another person that is at the forefront of this. Somebody that you have a deep connection with, a deep responsibility for. Now the thing is that you know that it's not healthy, the way that you're being treated, the way that things are being handled. And you know that there's nothing else you can do. There is nothing else you can do to make it better. You know, you've already put so much work in with these Eight of Pentacles. But it keeps getting revisited, it keeps popping up. And at the end of the day, yes, you're nurturing. Yes, you're always going to be there. Yes, you're very stable. Yes, you're maternal, male or female. But at the end, your relationship is suffering. The love you have is suffering. The strengths, you have the Devil. Tell me about the Devil, please, for Cancer. Tell me about the Devil for Cancer. We've got the Two of Wands, we've got the Ace of Pentacles on the side, and we've also got the Knight of Swords here. Now, in terms of the Devil card being a part of your strengths, I feel that you, Cancer, have a very black and white way of thinking about something. It either is or it isn't. It's either good or it's bad. And once you make a decision on something, it is decided. It is done. Like, you can see bad things from a mile away. You can see nonsense from a mile away. You're also capable of generating that nonsense yourself, but I don't think that you tend to do that. But yes, once you set your heart on something, it is done. Now, The thing is that with the Ace of Pentacles on its side and the Knight of Swords here, there is that worry of you making a rash decision. Am I running into it? Am I being impetuous? Only you can answer that question, Cancer. But again, the question here, with the Ace of Pentacles being on its side, what is of most value to you? What takes the highest priority for you? Because it's not decided. Once you figure that out, then you can make your choice. Interestingly, your hopes and fears being the Six of Swords here. So there's a moment of crises there. And I was actually just talking to, who was it, Gemini, about crises. You've got two opposing thoughts or feelings that are causing friction. The hope of you being able to move on to pastures new. The fear of moving on to pastures new. Which is it, Gemini? Gemini? Cancer. Tell me about the hopes and fears. Six of Swords for Cancer. Six of Swords for Cancer. It feels, Cancer, like you're scared of being left behind. That the fun, the happiness is going to be gone. The celebration is going to be gone. You're scared about the ties being cut. Even if you're doing the right thing. Now, because we have a page here, is it your child? Or somebody that you see as a sibling, a younger sibling? And you don't know what you'll do. Like, you don't know, like, look at the confusion in their face. You don't know what direction that you're going to go in if you don't have that anymore. Which is totally understandable. Of course it is. Now it's time to look at these three decks in their reverse. And the way that I see it is, being that this is the subconscious and hidden, this is the key for you getting what you need. Because maybe it's just outside of the edge of your awareness. We have the Hermit, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the Lover's card here. The message here is quite clear. It amplifies everything that we were talking about here. Having wisdom about the hurt and the betrayal leads to the enrichment of a relationship. The respect of boundaries in a healthy way. The wisdom to be able to take the knocks if it means doing the right thing. We only really truly argue, or we should only truly argue with the people that we love because it matters. Maybe it's time for some truths to be told. Because, well, me personally, I respect somebody enough to tell them the truth in spite of how it hurts. Because they deserve to know. And I want them to flourish. Maybe that's a thought process for you to take. Right, let's look at the Oracle cards now. This is the Gateway Oracle cards for Cancer. We have Revealing Radiance. My light illuminates the world. We'll come back to that in a second. Now this is the one deck, right, but it's enormous. So I've split it into two. So one section is for work and the other section is for life. Direction. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. And then finally, looking. It's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. Some good information for you if you're thinking about your job or your purpose. Let's get a closer look at this revealing radiance card. This up nicely. My light illuminates the world. There is a luminosity within you that's expanding. It illuminates others and brings light to the darkness. Your radiance also acts as a sacred beacon that calls the bounty and support of the universe to you. There you go. So yes, there we go, Cancer. That was a nice support of everything that's been said too. So, if this was the reading for you, then I hope that I gave you a lot to think about and a lot to consider. And I'm very interested in knowing if you like this reading, if you like the time that it took, and how you feel about it in general. Now, if this was the reading for you, as I say, please do hit the like and share buttons and consider subscribing to the channel to help me grow it. That would be much appreciated. But in the meantime, take care of yourself. All right, Cancer? Bye.